Hello there, welcome to Yarnchix podcast episode 52. I am Mimi and I come to you from Berlin, Wedding, where I live. It's a district in the north of a beautiful, crazy, crumbly city. And I love this place. I love its hodgepodge, multicultural and slightly edgy way. It's definitely changing currently. We have had a change coming slowly. So my hope is that gentrification doesn't pull out all its stops and tear everything inside out, imploding the place. I've lived here 17 years now, so I am pretty much a convinced Weddinger. That is also why you find me on Instagram as @liebwed, which is abbreviated of the two German words Liebes and Wedding, and together they're like kind of a hodgepodge declaration of my love and care for this district. I welcome you here. I'm happy if you're returning and revisiting my funny corner of YouTube, and I'm also very excited if you've recently found me. I am so excited. I'm going to show you why I think maybe you've recently found me. Is it maybe this crazy piece of knitting? I knitted the Stephen West Slipstravaganza mkal last year, and I recently posted a picture that my child took of me where I'm kind of posing with this massive multicolored crazy knitted piece of art thanks to the design of Stephen West, and I think he reposted it in his stories, and somehow I have had a bit more movement on my page, so I'm super excited and I'm super thankful. And I had very much fun knitting this woolly, multicolored, scrappy slipstravaganza last year, and I'm obviously knitting the Shawlography this year that Mystery Knit Along has finished, so I'm allowed to share all the clips and whatnots of that shawl. So have I finished? I wonder. Anyway, all this to say, welcome to my woolly corner of YouTube where I knit, sometimes crochet, I mend, I organise swaps and knit-alongs, as well as our annual craft along of 3 items called Magic 3 Mile. I try and give little things back to the community in the form of a knitting zine called Yarnchix zine. Yeah, and I podcast. I chat about my crafts and it holds me accountable in this format. I enjoy that, but also sometimes I'm like, I haven't done anything in a while. And I support my podcasting through Patreon, and you can find me as Yarnchix over there, because it is a lot of work and a lot of time of my daily life, so I'm super grateful for all the support over there. So you would have had a bit of a visual intro to all the things approaching in this kind of short, I hope, shorter than usual podcast format, because usually around the 1st of Advent, which is today, I start my Adventism vlogs, which are weekly kind of catch-ups of what I'm up to during this period in the run-up to Christmas, which is something my family celebrates. This year, however, I'm gonna try and do the Vlogmas format, because maybe it'll be, I don't know if this sounds a bit weird, but by doing the videos daily, maybe I won't have so much pressure to edit something on the weekend. I will try and actually film and compile the film already whilst filming. I don't know, there's ways to do this, I'm sure people practice this, and all I'll have to do is edit an intro and an outro, and I won't have so much loo-dee-da every weekend, because it's actually busy times, and I am also completing 3 zines as of currently, and I want to spend my weekends doing that. I've decided, because I want to send the 3 zines out to my subscribers, and I want to, I just want to focus on that and not just kind of spend a day each weekend editing and filming and crazily getting things sorted. So I hope my Vlogmas idea will work, and then I will create an Adventism kind of reviewing all of those and maybe editing them into one block in a kind of like a shorter effort by myself. So you will find the Adventisms as a kind of first, second, third and fourth candle bigger pod version, but I'm gonna share a daily Vlogmas. I'm very excited to do that. I've never done that, and I do like the vlogging format. As you can probably tell by now, I'm quite a chat monster, so and yeah, I do experience quite a lot of different things throughout the week, and I work in 2 different yarn shops, so I'm gonna just take you along a little bit. I worked out that I'm enjoying the vlog by the new creation of my Corona vlogs. They're kind of personal, but also just kind of me vlogs over on my Patreon page for the vlog tier. I realized I hadn't really done much vlogging this year, and started up kind of doing these honest and also quite fun but also quite realistic little vlogs over there. So I kind of thought, why not attempt to double up the Corona topics and my kind of me in this world, and you know, as a parent of 3 children, 2 teenagers and a young'un, will be kind of separate. So I'll keep them over on Patreon as kind of my vlog content, but I'm sure some of the visuals will kind of melt into each other. So first of all, let me talk about some finished objects. I have got a hat that I finished inset with a wee little scarf. And this was actually our little Halloween craft, chosen by my youngest child, who wanted to be a pumpkin, and mainly her makeup was washed off on the day, so her pumpkinness was this little orange scarf and an orange outfit and this hat, and I thought that was fine. You know, I knitted it especially for the occasion, and sometimes, you know, less costume is good too, and as long as you feel happy and dressed up. We went to a party and I had a pumpkin papermaché headpiece, and I was in all kind of face paint and super like overdressed potentially, but all my friends got dressed up as well, so it didn't matter. You can have a glimpse of me in like full gear at the end of my Yarnchix news episode, so the last upload on this channel, and yeah, I do like dressing up. You'll see it there, and yeah, I did like knitting as, you know, a way of creating a costume. In this case, it's this pointy hat called the High Point Hat by Purl Soho, a free pattern. And I used the Genmu, which is by Daruma, which is a Japanese yarn brand, which is sold in my one of my yarn shop jobs at Vollen. And yeah, my daughter chose this really deep green, and I loved knitting it. Actually, I've had a request of a round top hat in the same yarn by one of her siblings, so that's a success. And this yarn for this project was bought at my other job, which is La Laine. It is 100% cashmere, so it's luxurious. The yarn company is called Cardiff Cashmere, and it's 4-ply, so almost like it's not as thick as a decay. I don't know how you would say. And the pattern I knitted this yarn into is this little neckerchief called Scarf Number 1 by My Favorite Things knitwear design. And yeah, both very soft, merino, almost unspun, and cashmere. Now I've worked out what my children like. Oh my god, it's pricey. The next defo is actually something from my sock special. I did like a Socktober podcast over for my Patreon Zenist tier, and they would have already seen this, unless I'm editing this before the other thing. I'm not sure. But the finished object is the Forest Fruit Socks by Sashi Kobe, who is a designer from Canada, and I absolutely love this. It's a color work pattern and the sock, and then otherwise a very simple stockinette sock. I tried my hardest to make them both the same, but they really aren't the same. I don't know, the foot. I actually had to frog my toe decreases once and reknit them, and somehow they're still a bit different, but maybe I've blocked only the one. Yeah, I think this is the blocked one and this is the unblocked one. So yeah, maybe that's the difference. Maybe I should block them to double check. Yeah, I should do that. I love knitting this. I used a Veta sock yarn, which is a super soft sock yarn, and I'm so happy I'm finally showing you this, because this means I can wear them. I've been holding back. I've not worn them. This might consequentially lead to the purchase of new shoes, but I do need nicer, dressier shoes for work as well, because I always feel a bit of a scrunch cat in my trainers. So I think consequential shopping for these socks is a pair of black shoes. Sorry. But I do need them for work, and I usually don't really shop with like a crazy amount of pizzazz. I don't go out and buy stuff. I do double think, and I do double check for good offers and stuff. So I think it is going to be a purchase that I will have thought about for maybe half a year. So it's both the consequence of a nice new pair of wool sock and a lot of research. So I'll keep you posted on that. And I hope you like this podcast episode, Sock Alarm, which is these like sock alarm. I finished a pair that only took me 1 year to finish. I started them with my friend Alice during October 2020, and I kept losing one of the socks, yeah, I think I finished one sock in that October. I hope I did. I might be making that up, but I'm a super slow sock knitter, and so I'm always very chuffed when I finish a pair. And I guess my sock alarm includes more sock knitting. Let me get one of my sock works in progress, which it doesn't take much to finish these socks, and they were another beautiful present from a friend. I have received so many great presents, especially last year during the kind of Christmas phase. I was super lucky when we did Secret Santa that my friend Nora pulled my name and I pulled her name, so we did like a straight up swap. I can't even remember what I gave her. I hope it was something nice, because she gave me this amazing sock tube, which was like a one of a kind, and this is half of it, which I've added the toe on, and this is the first sock that I finished. So I added a cuff, a heel, and the toe for this one, and I need to, you know, basically do the same here. So I need to add an afterthought heel. I need to just count these stitches and then add the afterthought heel at that exact point, and then I need to kind of make the, you know, shorten the leg and add a little bit of ribbing. And as this is going to be the leftover, and I've got about the same amount of leftover from the first sock, mainly because I thought maybe I can get some like sneaker socks out of the rest of the sock tube. So this is the big plan. Nora's yarn company is called Kiezgarn, and she dyed this one of a kind color last year in the run up to Christmas. I call it Gingerbread Woman because I think it's so gingerbready and lovely and pink. Absolutely love it. And yeah, she made a sock tube on her sock tube machine for me and then gifted me that, and I can't believe I've only got one sock out of that project done. So sock alarm, finished the afterthought heel and then the ribbing, and then I would have another pair which I'd love to have in circulation in my wardrobe. I think the problem is that the afterthought heel that I decided to do for this is a fish lips kiss heel, and I find the explanation so complicated. I managed to do this and I think it looks kind of okay, like following that rather wordy pattern. Oh god, my hair is everywhere, I'm sorry, I'm kind of molting at the moment. But I would have to relearn how to do it for this sock because I've completely forgotten everything that I did. Why didn't I like take the time to take notes? Or why didn't I take the time to just finish the second one? Anyway, you live and you learn. This has got the yarn for the heel and the nylon that is kind of that I'm holding these two together, which creates like a reinforced heel. And yeah, that's it. And it all lives in this Pump Fest mini project bag that I got during Pump Fest when I was in London, and I hung out with some friends, and that was ages ago. Don't ask. 2018, 2017? Oh god, it's a long time ago. So that would have been Mimi's little sock alarm and sock whip. I still have to show you my other big whip. Oh, hang on, I'll go and get that.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. we can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Here it is. I actually have to climb back up into bed because all morning I've tried and maybe me talking about it as a work in progress would have given it away to you already that yes, I have not yet finished my Shawlography. I'm so nearly there that it could count as finished, but it is not. Look at this border. It's stripy goodness. And I've managed to sew in all the ends already, like of, let's say, 2/3 of the border. Yep. So I've only got this amount of ends that I need weaving in on this kind of striped border. And then I need 2 more stripes and the cast off, and then I'm done. I'm so excited. Let's hold it the right way up with this kind of massive 120 needle still. Maybe with my nose I can hold up the middle. Look at that! Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it a beautiful, crazy, textured, multi-technical design by Stephen West? Yet again, he has outdone himself. I did really enjoy my rainbow of scraps from last year, but look how huge that turned out to be. I'm very happy that this year's Mystery Knit Along by Stephen West is actually a shorter, longer round shawl. It's shorter by, you know, exactly that zigzaggy edge, and it's still got almost the same wingspan. I mean, the big one I've obviously blocked and this one is unblocked, but I still think it will be a narrower garment, shawl, accessory thing, so it'd be more wearable. Because the one thing that I absolutely love, my Slipstravaganza magical Stashvent woolly fade from dark to light in all the colour pops and the kind of creativity and loveliness of it, I hardly ever wear it because it makes, you know, makes for a big old shawl drama thing. And even though I work in a wool shop and that kind of thing will catch a lot of attention, that is sometimes something that I want to, like, you know, it's not necessarily what I want to be talking about when I'm trying to help people choose yarns, so I don't really wear it in the work environment, though I wish I could, and I could just talk about my own knitting all the time, but that would be selfish. I'm just there to help and support others. So sometimes I wonder if I should put it up here on the wall, because we've got these tall ceilings, you know, that's why we managed to put this mezzanine in. I could even, you know, it would still fit above all this artwork here on the side. I could still fit the shawl all the way up there, and it would be this kind of art piece, like knitted art piece on display. All that to say that I think actually this year's Mystery Knit Along, the Shawlography, is a rather wearable thing. And though I still have the needles attached, I felt like, you know, showing you how, yeah, you know, it's kind of cute. It's kind of, you know, you can wear it like this. You could wear it, oh, careful needles. You could just wear it like a shoulder shrug and it'll kind of fall into place. it'll just kind of stay there and not travel down like the big old ginormous slipstravaganza would. Yeah, I can imagine this also on a cold day at work, you know, maybe a small badge or pin to kind of connect here. Shoulders warm. Yeah, it's not finished. I wish I could have finished it for today. You'll definitely see it in my vlog. You definitely see it as kind of its final version. But yeah, I was happy to kind of get it out and show you here one last time as a work in progress. So that was that. And next up, I wanted to chat a moment about our swap. So Stashvent 2021 is starting today. It's the 28th of November, like I said before, and it's the 1st of Advent, and it's also the first day of Hanukkah. So I want to wish happy holidays to all my friends who are celebrating Hanukkah and who are gonna light their first candle tonight. I'll be thinking of you, and I wish you a really great time and a really fun, excited, you know, time ahead. I am very chuffed that this year we've managed to swap again for Stashvent, which is countdown calendars for special occasions in the kind of wintry season. I know in the southern hemisphere you've got more light and summery weather, but up here it's dark and grey and gloomy most of the time. Today is very sunny, so that's an exception. So I've got to catch that light before I go out to the garden. And I had to already hand over the backup calendar, so I double checked with everyone, but it seems like we're on track. Like nothing seems to get lost. Everybody's in touch and organized, so I'm glad about that. We've just had a bit of a bad thing happen, and I am super sad that I have to say again this year, somebody got hurt, and we need to keep an eye out for people's beliefs and religions and respect each other. It's super important. I really don't want to like write in my emails and again how we got to read the personal answers by our friends, and our swappie might not want an Advent calendar, and they might want something else. So please, like, I know this is like a very special moment where it went wrong, but I think it's a really difficult place for it to go wrong, because I definitely do not want to discriminate against people in our community with different beliefs. It's really important we double check, and please, I know my emails are very wordy, but they're very wordy for a reason, and there is nothing to, you know, take that back, that hurt that's happened. All I had to do was, you know, make sure this calendar is replaced, because we can't have an Advent calendar for someone who doesn't believe in like Christian beliefs. I'm sorry, we cannot do that. And I hope you understand and you learn, and whoever this is, you know, whoever did this can learn from it, because that is the only way forward. Though I'm still sad my friend got hurt. I really don't want that. That is my Stashvent update, and I wanted to keep that here to give space for this as, you know, a reminder that we do need to really look out for each other and read and feel into who the other person is. Yeah. So the backup calendar has traveled to its destination, and I have crafted various times with Papermaché to make advent calendars a bit special. Hence, you would have seen whilst I filmed myself hanging up the Stashvent calendar that's for myself, that I have crafted yet again with Papermaché. I don't know, the umpteenth time that I've might have shared some Papermaché clips in my social media. This time it's the actual number discs for my children's advent calendar, because, you know, if I make Hanukkah calendar or a Christmas calendar or a New Year's Eve calendar, I might as well also look after the advent calendar for my children this year. And I have upgraded their setup year after year, but I still hadn't had like a number set up. So today I made the discs, and tomorrow I will number them, or maybe tonight, and then I'll hang up their advent calendars so they can be as excited as me in the next couple of days. Also, I'm too busy at work to do it Wednesday. I think I'll have to do it today. So that is my Papermaché update. And the other Papermaché you might have seen in the past were these Papermaché stars. I made one for my Stashvent person who got my advent calendar, and then we carried on crafting as a team of 2 in this household, and we finally this morning finished the last 2 colors. And I'm thinking to also craft a Christmas tree topper, and somehow we ended up all choosing our favorite color. So each member of the family will have one of these stars on the tree, and a fairy that comes to our tree and often leaves lots of sweets within the tree will hopefully add something to these stars, and they will be personalized. They have our the first letter of our names on the stars, but they also have our favorite color. And I'm excited, and I want to make the topper as like a multicolored version. So let's see if I manage to do that with more Papermaché action, because we haven't got a tree topper, so why not Papermaché art it up. I'm super excited. We've got this kind of mini pride flag going, and I definitely think the tree topper should, you know, be the full-on pride, including all the colors that needs to be in a proper pride flag. So I'm excited about that. That was something I wanted to show. Papermaché. And like I said, I'm about to go to the garden because we're going to paint our garden sign. I might film a little bit with my mobile phone, so I'll have some footage for the knit reportage, which is always at the very end of the podcast. And I'm also going to ask my tarot cards about the whole Vlogmas idea. How good of an idea is it, dear tarot cards, to do daily vlogs compared to like a weekly edit? And kind of like catch up the week for the 4 different candles of this countdown period. Maybe the tarot cards have got some advice for me. Maybe this is interesting to you, I don't know, but I needed to ask the tarot cards this now anyway, so why not share that as the Knit Tarot Oracle, or Tarot Knit Oracle. Last but not least, so I've introduced the 2 things that come at the end, but I wanted to show you something that arrived in the mail for me. Yes, some things arrived for me as well. Not just the magical Stashvent that Frauke, I haven't actually said that, Frauke, who is, has got this Instagram handle, it's Mandelportett Pimpernel. She made this year's Stashvent calendar for me, and I love that I pulled her pulled my number for her out of the hat when I kind of dedicated all our swapping activity, because we met in Edinburgh, and it was super nice to kind of connect there, and I feel very happy about this amazing piece of art she sent me in the form of our countdown calendars, and I'm very excited to get going. And then I think yesterday or the day before, I had another parcel arrive, this time from Holland, and I'd been warned about this, but I wasn't aware about how much I was gonna get. It's all of this. So gorgeous, extra special full ply cashmere that NochMALL sent me. It's amazing. She had been gifted a huge amount of cashmere and decided, or had asked, if I would be interested in like having small amounts of all these different colors. So Josh sent me these like small balls of all the different colors, and I get to try out this special cashmere that she had generously gifted to her, and she shares with me, which is amazing, because as I told you, my children are into soft, squishy, cashmere things. So I will definitely be casting on a little raglan project for one of them, and I might even use these kind of darker colors for one of my teenagers. I'll think about the project. It's got to be a scarf. He's asked for a cashmere scarf, and I got to speak quiet because he's in the other room. But I think I'm gonna use one of the Merlile book projects. So I'm very excited to use this. Thank you so much, Josh. You have really made my weekend like beamy happy. The other reason I'm like beamy happy this weekend is because I got a present from my friend. We actually went to Orange Friday on Friday, and instead of Black Friday, this huge secondhand shop had an Orange Friday event where you could have 15% off all the secondhand stuff in this massive place of secondhand stuff. And my friend gave me this bag and told me I shall mend the world, please. So what's inside? I literally have to go, and my camera keeps cutting out. So thank you so much for visiting. I hope you enjoy my little tarot knit oracle about Vlogmas or Weekmas, or Vlogmas Daily or Vlogmas Weekly. I am super chuffed that we've got the swap went starting this week in our swap community, and I'm so grateful, Zara, that you gave me this mending kit. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a really good day. Sending lots of love across the globe. Look after yourselves and happy knitting. Speak soon. Bye.